After its official launch, Payday 3 has had its ups and downs, with many players critiquing its lack of content and constant matchmaking errors. One thing is for certain, if the game wasn't always online, these current matchmaking issues wouldn't be much of a problem, since as players we'd just be able to play offline. In a recent statement, the developers of Payday 3, Starbreeze Studios, have said that they are looking for ways to make the always online game less dependent on online services. I mean, taking away always online might be a possible solution, right? In this video, we're going to go over what the developers of the game Starbreeze Studios had to say about the entire situation, as well as a few things you yourself can do to better your chances of getting into a game until the problem has been resolved. But before we jump into this, do your boy a favor, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel, and help support your boy. I'd really appreciate it. But without further ado, let's jump into this. This past week has been a total mess for Payday 3 players, as servers have been completely unreliable, halting players from joining matches, and even leaving some players matchmaking for tens of minutes at a time.
About the Neon Cradle nightclub, yeah?
The game itself hit over 90,000 concurrent players on its official launch on September 21st, which is enough to cause any server issues. But even so, things have still been rocky with bugs, crashes, and constant server disconnections. The internet flamed Payday 3. Fucking flamed Payday 3. Flooding social media sites with videos and screenshots of the infamous matchmaking error screen. Starbreeze Studios CEO Tobias says, this guy, immediately apologized to fans and players, but to this day, the problems still persist. On September 25th, the studio put out an official press release trying to explain why the servers have been such a disaster. As it turns out, technical issues were to blame for the initial problems, but a faulty update on September 24th by a third-party online service partner made things even worse. Matchmaking software encountered an unforeseen error which made it unable to handle the massive influx of players, Starbreeze wrote in an announcement. The issue caused an unrecoverable situation for Starbreeze's third-party matchmaking partner. A new version of the matchmaking server software was gradually deployed across all regions, leading to improved performance. However, a software update made by the partner during late Sunday again introduced instability to the matchmaking infrastructure. The partner continues to work to improve and stabilize Payday 3's online systems. The studio said that the matchmaking problems never manifested during the game's technical betas or early access period, and is currently working on both short and long-term fixes. That includes looking at ways to make Payday 3 less dependent on online services, as quoted by Starbreeze Studios. Although it's not really clear what that means exactly, players have been begging Starbreeze Studios for an offline mode since before its official release, and who knows? We might just get that, as the CEO for Starbreeze Studio tweeted on Sunday that the team is currently looking at the possibility. With super high expectations and massively built up hype, the game so far has failed to please its player base, as the reviews on Steam for Payday 3 have been a rating of mostly negative. Out of the over 25,000 reviews on Steam, the game has only managed to grasp a 33% positive rating. As a fan myself, hopefully in the future the game can make a comeback from these review bombs, but until things do in fact get better, here are a few things you can do to better your chances of getting yourself into a match on Payday 3. For one, turning off crossplay in the game's settings has actually been proven to help players find their way into lobbies and matches. The crossplay setting can be found in the settings menu under the gameplay tab by scrolling all the way down to the bottom. Another thing that might help is queuing up for normal difficulty heists. Now I realize this might not be ideal as you probably want to challenge yourself, but with the game just recently being released and a massive amount of players having not been able to play the game due to all these issues, a lot of players are still lower levels, therefore queuing up for lower difficulties until they can unlock some skills and weapon upgrades that'll allow them to try harder challenges. Queuing up for these lower difficulties might help you find lobbies and matches quicker and more successfully. And last but not least, turn off the game and load it back up. A lot of players have found success by simply closing the game and loading it back up again. Although this doesn't always work, it only takes a few seconds or minutes to try, and in a lot of cases actually works. Anyway, I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, don't forget to leave a like and consider subscribing to the channel if you're new. Help support your boy as we are almost to 1K subscribers. Also, let me know in the comments below what you think of Payday 3 so far and what you make of all these issues. As always, don't sweat the small stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next video.